This is Optimal Living Daily, episode 1742, Started from the Bottom, Now I'm Here, by James Altucher of jamesaltucher.com, and I'm Justin Malik. This is the podcast where I act as a personal narrator for you for free, usually from blogs, sometimes from books, but in either case, always with permission from the authors. We have 5 shows covering different categories or topics. Just search for Optimal Living Daily wherever you're hearing this to find all of them. But for now, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Started from the Bottom, Now I'm Here, by James Altucher of jamesaltucher.com. If you were my boss, I was constantly trying to kiss your ass. I try to impress you every day. I was not me anymore. I was a reflection of what you wanted me to be. This was when I hated myself the most. Why don't you just write the truth? Your boring life growing up in the suburbs, she wrote to me. Okay. I grew up in a suburb made of mostly Jews and Indians. The Jews were mostly low-level executives who commuted to New York. The Indians were mostly doctors. There was one Italian. He ran MTV. Everyone was obsessed with money all of the time. But despite this obsession, because of it, nobody ever had enough. I wanted a computer. My dad said, "Next month, I have a big deal happening then." We had that conversation every month for 10 years in a row until he went broke and only listened to music on his headphones for the rest of his life. My Hebrew school carpool was me and 3 other kids. Those 3 kids are now dead, 2 suicides and a disappearance. Hebrew school is no place to f around. They are all dead. I'm still alive. Some people say being authentic means to share everything. This is bullshit. Just be honest about everything you say and say something unique. To be authentic, tell us when you hit bottom, and only then, what did you do to get out of it? Then I can decide whether or not to listen to you. Good advice is good autobiography. Bad advice is just another idiot trying to be a gatekeeper. Drake has a song, Started from the Bottom. The main chorus is, "Started from the bottom, now I'm here." The first shot in the video is a bunch of kids playing soccer in their soccer uniforms, middle class or upper middle class kids, just like Drake was. Then there's a shot of Drake in cheesy hip-hop clothes dancing awkwardly while he raps. Guess what? He's being authentic. He's a suburban middle-class kid from Toronto. The rest of the song is a tongue-in-cheek, almost parody gangster rap song. Many people were critical of Drake because they felt he wasn't authentic because he came from a suburb. They had a perception of authenticity that was wrong, and they prefer pseudo-authenticity to actually listening to the music. Even worse, here's what most people don't know. He's Jewish. His mom was white and Jewish, and Drake went to Hebrew school and is bar mitzvahed. Being authentic means find a pain inside of you. Tease it out somehow. Solve that pain with writing, with storytelling, with starting a business, with not living someone else's definition of what you should be. Inauthentic is kissing to a boss, placating to an audience that won't like you if you were your real self, working on something you hate because you are afraid to do something you love. Nassim Taleb once told me the best job a person can get is night watchman, because then nobody's around, you don't really have to do anything, and you can pursue what you love. I love writing. I love describing how I hit my own personal bottom many times because I'm such a loser and how I climbed out of it each time. BS self-help gurus teach the law of distraction to make you think that bad things won't happen to you. This is inauthentic. What makes me happy is that whenever the shit hits the fan, the same things always help me climb out. I write about them. They work for me, but maybe not for anyone else. I always make sure every day I check the box on, am I doing something for my physical health, my emotional health, new friends, improving my relationships or pruning them, loving my kids, creativity, because every human is made to pursue their frontier and overpass it. I like to write 10 ideas a day, every day, to exercise my idea muscle. And gratitude, because fear and gratitude can't exist in the brain at the same time. I like to do difficult gratitude, find reasons to be grateful for painful situations. This stretches the gratitude muscle. In the past 6 months, I've started from the bottom and now I'm here because of these 4 things. Again, for me, this is being authentic. One of my favorite writers told me, if you don't write about this, you will die as an artist. It takes a while to process so you can speak about something with honesty, creativity, and gratitude, no matter how bad the situation. Everyone has their opinion, but your life is the unique fingerprint you leave on this planet, the stain left over when death flushes you away. Don't live someone else's opinion of what your life should be, else you are constipated. Really stretching this metaphor here. Anyway, Drake also says in the song to his detractors, "I'm gonna worry about me, give a f about you." Despite that line, Drake was upset enough about his detractors, he felt compelled to write that line. I don't care what people think about me, most of the time. But when I do care, I ask why? What pain button is being pushed this time? Then I write about it. Is it pain that nobody will ever like me again? Is it pain that I'm being misunderstood or judged incorrectly? It's like that cartoon. I can't go to sleep yet. Someone is wrong on the internet. Then I write about it. Then I hit publish. Then sometimes the pain goes away. You just listened to the post titled, "Started from the Bottom, Now I'm Here," by James Altucher of jamesaltucher.com. Thank you to James. He definitely writes what he feels, as you can probably tell from this article, and won't care too much about what you think usually. And that's even more accurate, as he recently, in the last couple of weeks or so, wrote an article claiming that New York, as we know it, is changed forever. And it's not going to recover like it has from past tragedies, that the pandemic has caused actual, long-term, possibly permanent consequences. Now, is that accurate? I have no idea. No one truly knows what will happen, but he has his opinion. And plenty of people disagreed, especially New Yorkers who are still there. They also criticized him for more complaining than actually trying to help, which he has now said he agrees with, that he should have come up with more solutions to the problems. But that post, because he's so open and honest with his feelings, ended up going massively viral to the point where Jerry Seinfeld wrote a piece against his. It's pretty crazy. And the mayor responded, Mark Cuban responded. That's how big it became, all because he felt like he wanted to share what he's concerned about, and he wasn't seeing other people talk about it in the way he was. So you have to at least give him credit for practicing what he preaches and really putting it out there, even if he gets ripped apart by Jerry Seinfeld. But that's bound to happen when you get yourself noticed by millions of people in any case. Comes with the territory. But I'll leave it there for today. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.